Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our new quarterly info session. We are designing this session to help keep our clients informed about things that can improve their business and make their business life easier. In today's session, do an overview of 3 applications we use to process bills efficiently using AI abilities. I'm Elodie Petrusov. I'm a bookkeeper and client engagement officer here at Iron Books. So just a quick rundown of what we are going to be covering today. How these tools simplify document collection and data extraction. Discover what makes each app unique and how to make your life easier. See how the apps stack up in terms of usability, pricing, and functionality. Then we will do a quick demo and explore the powerful capabilities like automation rules, line item extraction, and statement reconciliation. This webinar will help you choose the right tools and unlock the full potential automation in your business. So first off, what actually are they? In short, they let you receive bills in different ways, by email, upload, or even through mobile app. From there, they read the details for you, things like the supplier name, invoice date, amounts, and GST. Then they present that data in a way that's ready to push through your accounting software. Now, they're not always 100% perfect. Usually still need you to select the right account code because every businesses use different expense accounts. For example, the software won't automatically know that Telstra should go to telephone or that your hardware supplier goes to cost of sales. That part still needs your input. But once the bill is processed, it sends through into your accounting software with a copy of the PDF attached as well. So you might be wondering, why not just use what's already built in the accounting software? Zero auto extraction only picks up the total amount and the invoice date. It can't read the supplier name or the GST amounts, so it's very limited. MyObs InTray does a little better. It can read supplier names, date, and amount, but not the GST or multiple line items. Plus, it's not easy to preview the bill before entry, so it can be a bit clunky to use. That's why many businesses turn to add-on apps. And today we are going to concentrate on the main 3 players that integrate with Xero and some with MyObs: Dext, EzzyBills, and Hubdoc. There are other out there and more popping up every day with AI, but these 3 are the one we use the most. Dext is formerly known as Receipt Bank. It has been around for over a decade and was the original in this space. It's very accurate with supplier names, ABN, GST, and amounts. It also lets you set up rules for supplier to automate expense coding. It deals with expense claims, sales data entry, and even mileage tracking with GPS. The only weak spot, it can be a bit clunky when it comes to line splitting items. EzzyBill has been around for about 8 years. Its advantage is individual line splitting. It can automatically split invoices into separate line items and learn from your past coding to predict the future allocation. Very powerful and flexible, but the trade-off is that the user interface is advanced. So if you are comfortable with advanced detail and setting, then that's amazing. And finally, Doc's been around for about 8 years. It was acquired by Xero in 2018. It's included in your Xero subscription, which is great, but it's free for a reason. Its functionality is fairly basic. It reads suppliers, GST, dates, and amounts, but it struggles with line extraction and can feel a bit slow at times. But it does create a folder per supplier, which is quite handy. All right, so now we're going to jump to a quick live demo, and we will take the same 3 bills and run them through each platform so you can see the differences. For the demo, we will upload the bill manually just to speed things up, but normally you will just email them straight in or capture them with your mobile phone. So you don't actually need to log in every time. So we will start with a simple Telstra bill, need line splitting, and finally one that has both GST and GST-free items. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with Dext, and I will simply drag each invoices into Dext. It can take a couple of minutes to extract all the line items. So we are going to move with EzzyBill, and we will do the same. I'm just going to simply drag each bills in there. And then Hubdoc. And again, I'm going to upload the 3 bills we are going to look at. Okay, so as you can see, Dext has already processed the bills and extract the 3 of them. So it's pretty quickly. So let's just start with the Telstra bill, which is the simplest one. Dext has extracted the date and supplier name and ABN. It also has extracted the due date. Because I've already in the past processed some bills for Telstra, it's directly coded them to telephone. So it's very quick. Once you set up some bank rules with Dext, the next invoice will be automatically coded to the same expense accounts, which is great. And so if you continue, you can see that it's set to GST on expense. The total amount has been captured and the correct GST. So simply what we do is we click publish. Now the next bill is European food. So exactly the same as the Telstra, Dext has already captured the date, the supplier name, ABN as well. The tax invoice number is also extracted and the correct due date. Now, when you enter a bill for the first time, you can click on the category and you choose the correct expense account you want it. So in that example, we just want it to be coded to food. Now, that tax invoice, as you can see, has multiple lines items, but doesn't have any GST. So as you can see, you can use the AI description that Dext is suggesting to you, or you can override that as well. Totally up to you. The total amount of the invoice is correct, and the GST has been extracted, and it's 0 because all the items on that invoice are GST-free. But as you can see, we are not really able to that line extraction. So you will have one line coded to food. You could manually enter each line item, but it will be very time confusing. So once you're happy with your invoice, you click published. Last invoice is an invoice with both GST and GST-free item on it. So Dext is again extracting the date, supplier payment, the supplier name, sorry, the ABN, the invoice number, due date, category can be the food. But again, if it's the first time you enter a supplier, you can simply click on Set Supplier Rules and tell Dext how you want this invoice treated or this supplier treated moving forward. All future invoice to be coded to purchase food. We want the tax rate to be extracted, and we also want this to be published as a purchase. You can add a description if you want to. So we can say groceries or anything. If it's a Telstra bill, you could potentially put the dates, the billing period on it, and click apply. And as you can see, Dext as fine tax amount is actually correct. It's 1148 as per the invoice. So you don't have anything to do manually. It's all automated. And simply click published. So that is simple. Once all the bills have been published, Dext will archive them. So you got a nice archive folder where you can find all your bills once they are published. The supplier statement folder in Dext is great. So when you receive supplier statements, you can send it to that inbox, and Dext will read the statement, reconcile it automatically, and let you know if there is any bills that are missing from zero. So now we're going to jump with Hubdoc, and we're going to have a look at our bills. All right. So in Hubdoc, as you can see, we have the same bill that we processed earlier with GST and GST-free items. Hubdoc has also extracted all the basics, so the supplier name, invoice number, the date, the due date, and the total amount. But as you can see, you have to manually create the line for the GST-free item and the GST item. So I'll demonstrate that. Giving us an account code, we need to choose the right account code, which is purchase food. And now we can see that Hubdoc has created the correct GST on expense and GST-free line item. We can click and save. We can publish them as awaiting payment in zero, and then wait published. So as you can see, the difference with this bill is Dext did it automatically. We didn't have to manually create the line items. At Hubdoc, you have to create the line items. European food, which has multiple lines item. Again, Hubdoc is not designed to split line items. So it's a bit slow. So I wouldn't recommend to do it manually. It will take a lot of time. Simply process the invoice as one expense account, and we won't have the line items. Groceries. I will click. Hubdoc can be a bit slow in publishing items as well as compared to the other two applications. And the Telstra bill, again, Hubdoc has extracted all invoice number, due date, total amount, is captured as well the GST. So we are ready to simply scroll down and click published. So very simple. Now with EzzyBill, the big difference, they go directly to your draft account in Xero. If we are in Xero, these are the 3 bills that have been sent to EzzyBill. So we're going to start with the multiple line items. And as you can see, EzzyBill have separated all the line items. What's great about this is often in hospitality, in one bill, you might want to have different expense account codes, such as a dairy account code, for example, for some items, or any other account code, alcohol. You can select the correct account codes, and once you click approve, EzzyBill will remember how to code that specific line items the next time. So you won't have to do it again. So if I have an item purchase spices, for example, I will simply do this. And next time that item comes up, it will be automatically coded to spices. So now we're going to go back to draft, and we're going to have a look at the other invoices that are in draft. This one is the same. That was the European food, also known as Y Gourmet. It's the same supplier. You can see it's extracted the invoice number. It's also extracted every single line items automatically. So this is really, really quick. So all you have to do is simply click approve. And the Telstra bill will be exactly the same. Supplier name. So with EzzyBill, it's probably better to simply send only the first page of your Telstra bill, so you don't end up with that. But that's how we process the bill. So that concludes our live demo for today. So now each solution has its own benefit and disadvantage. We will run through some of them now. Dext supports multiple staff members, can automate statement reconciliation, which is spot on. And you can also email suppliers directly to request bills from statements. It also allows you to set up an approval process and even bank statement line auto matching. The price starts at about $29.90 a month. EzzyBill is strong on approvals, workflow, and line item extraction. It also does statement reconciliation. It's a bit different process than Dext, but it works really well. Pricing is per document, starting at around $121 a year for 450 documents. So the price will vary depending on the amounts of bills you process. EzzyBills also has an AI builder to assist making even more complex workflow if required and multi-level approval. Hubdoc, fairly basic, but it's free with Xero, and it helps keep your supplier invoices organized. I have a mobile app to make your life easier. Dext work really well when you got lots of bills but don't need heavy line splitting. More advanced than Hubdoc, but less complex than EzzyBills. EzzyBills is best when you need detailed line splitting, like hospitality, or more complex approval, or more detailed workflow. Hubdoc is good for smaller businesses that just need a free, simple solution, say 10 to 50 bills a month. There are a lot of other options out there, such as Auto Entry, Expensify, Ramp, Lightyear for hospitality. They tend to be specialized to either industry or functionality, but the three we covered today will cover most needs of Xero users. So that brings us to the end of the session today. If anything we've covered sparked your interest, or if you would like to know more about each application, please reach out. We can help you tailor a solution and train your team to make sure it runs smoothly. So thank you very much for attending. If you have any questions, please send us an email.